Hello everyone, thanks to the Astral Express crew, we were able to try out Robin a little bit earlier than expected. So in today's video, we're going to explain and show you guys how Robin works in the game. A small disclaimer that the footage shown in this video is still the trial version, so it does not reflect the final results of the patch. Robin is actually quite a straightforward character. Looking into the traces first, we can see her skill gives a huge 50% DMG dealt buff to the whole team at level 10. This buff field lasts 3 turns and will count down to her own turns. Similar to how Ruan Mei's skill works. One thing you need to note is that this buff isn't scaled to any of Robin's stat and is only dependent on the trace level. Another trace is her talent, which gives the whole party an unconditional 20% crit damage buff. Along with this, Robin gains 2 points of energy every time her allies attacks, which is unscaled by her own stats, only her trace level. However, the most important part of her kit is her ultimate ability. Robin starts to sing and enters the concerto state, which allows her whole party to act immediately except herself, which she cannot act. While in the concerto state, the whole party gets an attack buff scaled on Robin's attack. At trace level 10 it is a 22.8% and then an additional 200. In addition, she also provides additional physical damage when her allies attack. This damage is scaled 120% of her own attack at level 10, which is also a guaranteed critical hit and has 150% crit damage. Not only does her ultimate provide her party these buffs and damage, but it also makes Robin immune to any crowd control, or CC for short. The concerto has its own turn, and lasts as a countdown in the action cycle, in which it has 90 speed. So overall, Robin gets all form of unscaled buffs except her ultimate, which is only based off of attack. She also has one more additional benefit, in which her major trace gives 25% increased crit damage to follow-up attacks, making her a very good support for those types of teams. In terms of actual builds, Robin should be focusing on maximizing her attack stat. So in this demonstration, I have given her 2-piece Musketeer and 2-piece Prisoner set with the Space Sealing Station Planar set. For the Relic main stats, every piece has attack percent with the exception of the Planar Link Rope being energy recharge rate. As for Robin's light cones, we first have her signature light cone, Flowing Night Glow, in which the wearer gains 1 stack of cantillation every time any ally attacks. Each cantillation stack increases the wearer's energy recharge rate by 3%, maxing at 5 stacks, which is 15%. Using an ultimate ability will increase the wearer's attack by 48% and team DMG by 24%, but only 1 turn. Obviously, this is an incredibly good light cone for Robin, but it could also be used by other Harmony characters. So it is quite a versatile light cone, I think. When evaluating her overall kit, Robin is very simple, and she doesn't need any kind of high investment. So with that in mind, I'm going to show you some fights under various conditions. Firstly, we will use the follow-up damage team with Robin to see how much damage is increased. As long as concerto state remains, Robin's song will keep playing and you can see its duration at the bottom of the action cycle with her microphone symbol. Until that reaches the current turn, Robin cannot act, but is immune to crowd control debuffs and retains the team buff. As you saw in the demonstration, the damage difference is very noticeable. Dr. Ratio and Topaz did crazy damage. The current build on my Ratio isn't really min-maxed and is not using the most optimized sets. Against the Crystal Dino, Ratio dealt just over 16,000 follow-up attack damage without Robin. With Robin's ultimate buff, he did over 48,000 follow-up attack damage. This is against an enemy with huge damage resistance too. This is a triple damage increase. Very impressive. Although, do keep in mind this is with her signature light cone. Other ones will be shown later in the video. While follow-up teams gain the most benefits, any team with damage based on attack will be insane. Speaking of, one of the better teams that benefits from all those buffs is the damage over time team. Kafka and Black Swan. Let's see how the damage changes. As you can see, when I applied all the debuffs, Kafka dealt almost about 30,000 damage with her skill. With Robin's buffs, she dealt just over 100,000 damage. So by showing this, Robin is just good in any team that scales with attack. Overall, Robin is straightforward and simple. She raises the team's overall damage by an incredible amount. If there is any form of a downside to her, it is that stability is the most integral thing for her. Aside from actually buffing the team, there is nothing that she does to sustain the team. So having someone like a Venturin or Fu Xian to make up for her fragility is vital. In my opinion, she is quite ridiculous. Everyone else in this party is at Eidolon 0, yet just by having Robin in the party increases the damage without not even having so much to do. With that said, I think her simplicity and effectiveness as a whole just points to her being a must-pull at this point. She will also be a very good harmony character for future follow-up attack damage dealers, which helps with her future viability. Just for a side reference, we will also use the alternate light cone option, which will be given for free from an event. As shown, there is a damage difference between the signature and the 4-star option, but the damage increase it provides is still pretty good. But yes, as long as the team can run pretty safely while having a sustain option to help her fragility, Robin stands out to be a very strong must-pull unit for many users. Thank you all so much for watching. Are you planning to pull for Robin? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to drop a like and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.